All right. Hello. I'm live. I'm pretty sure I know for a fact there's no money on this. But with that being said, yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Need to get this money. That's my birthday song that I sing to myself. All right. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about like ambitious men and women and relationships and why they struggle. Like, so, with I don't even know how I want to put this. So, with men and women in relationships, a lot of women have been kind of like in, but I think about it. This is the first time women kind of just been able to go out and do whatever the fuck they wanted without saying that there's a limit to it. It's kind of new. And then with men, there's nothing wrong with being ambitious, but I feel like when you are an ambitious man or an ambitious woman, being in a relationship with somebody who's not as ambitious, depending on if they're not supportive, mm-mm, it's not gonna work. But that's why a lot of women kind of get guarded because it's like you try to be in a relationship, you try to be with somebody, but then they want to put you in a box, but the box doesn't suit the goals that you're trying to achieve and attain and aspire for? And there are men out there who have dealt with women like that, who try to put them in a box that doesn't suit what they're trying to achieve and aspire for, you know? I started talking about this on a thing, but I don't know. I don't know if I wanna now I think I'm just gonna sit here and talk. There's like nobody really watching this, but that's fine. I'm just trying to get used to going live. I'm not used to it. I'm nervous. I have anxiety. Even like in person, my anxiety is worse, but I don't even know why I get anxiety on the camera. On the camera? Where there's no one in here? I don't know. I think I'm subconscious. Um, so um I I don't know if anybody else ever feels like this, but I'm kinda at this point in time in my life where I kinda enjoy being by myself. I don't like being surrounded by people. I'm just trying to focus on what I want to do and what I want out of life. Like, and before I'm the type of person, I always had a boyfriend. Always had a boyfriend since like high school. Always had a boyfriend. Since like 11th, 10th, 11th grade, always had a boyfriend. And then it's like one day I was just like, I have so many things I want to do in life, but I've spent so much energy trying to put work into like unreciprocated work into a relationship that wasn't come back. And I don't got time for this. I gotta go. I gotta do things I always wanted. You know, it sucks to be supportive to people when you don't get that same support back, and then it feels like you're constantly struggling. And people are looking at you like, "What's your problem?" And then they're like, some of the people that you help look at you like, "What's your problem? I'm getting it together. What's up with you? Like, I just need some support." And it's like, "No, you're just being lazy." No, I'm not lazy. I go above and beyond to get what I want. But sometimes when support is lacking, it comes across as lazy because when you're doing shit by yourself, regular shit that takes 2 seconds for 3 or 4 people to do at a time, by yourself, that shit could take hours. So then by the time you're getting done doing this simple task by yourself, but because you didn't have the help, it took hours. Now you're exhausted and you're just like, And then people see you when you're at the just like, "You're mad lazy." You're like, "You do not know what the fuck I just did by my motherfucking self." You know, I have no problem being around people, being around friends and stuff, but right now I kinda been lonely because I have ambitions and goals, and I don't know if anybody else identify with this. I guess that's why I started this life. I don't know if anybody else can identify with this, but I have these ambitions and these goals, and I just want to get them done. And I feel like trying to work with other people just left me frustrated. And I always end up being like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna do it myself because I don't have time for my time to be wasted. Um, I be trying not to be like that. Like I want to build connections. I want to be surrounded by people who are thinking like that, who are just like, all right, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? Let's get this shit done. I'm good at this, you're good at that, and he's good at that, and she's good at that. Let's all come together. I'll do this part because that's my strength. You do that part because that's your strength. You do that because that's your strength, and we can all come together and make the shit work. But nowadays, it's like society has set us up to be all so competitive to where it's like some people feel like they can't win if you win. And that's so whack. Like anybody who's a winner knows that you can't win without other people. Winners need each other. People that win need each other. They need to work together, you know? And to sit here and get upset at somebody because they're winning and you didn't want them to have opportunity, that's a loser mindset. Winners are not intimidated by somebody else winning because they know at the end of the day they're going to win too. And I get so frustrated with people because I feel like a lot of people they'll do stuff for, the show and for how it looks and or for what it can mean for them, but they don't really be meaning it, you know? Um This is a live that nobody's watching, and that's fine. Maybe if people watch it later, maybe if people watch it later, tell me what you think about everything that I said. Does anybody else go through this where you feel like, I keep getting surrounded by people who are not the support that I need, so I'm just gonna go dolly until I find people who can match my energy, you know? It can be so frustrating. It's really frustrating. I feel like for like a lot throughout my life, I have stifled my ambitions. I like tried to shove them down way deep into my spirit. But then one day something was like, bitch, stop doing this. You wonder why you're always so upset and aggressive. That's because you're ambitious and you have to pursue it. And stop letting people make you feel like it's impossible because it's not. You're just not surrounded by people who do. You're just not surrounded by people who match your energy. You're surrounded by people whose energy is here and they're upset because your energy is here and they're trying to bring you right here so you can be here and not here. You know? Um so that was my thing. Like, I'm just looking for people who could match my energy. I just want to get shit done. Like, I like going on adventures. I like meeting people. I like all of that, but I don't like sneaky energy. I don't like setup sabotage type energy. Like, if I feel any of that, that's put off putting to me. If I feel like that sneaky setup energy, that makes me feel like my hands are up. Y'all go over there, do what y'all, because I'm not the one or the two. So thrice away. um, I just I like connecting with people. I really do. But if my intuition is telling me something ain't right, or my intuition is telling me, no, then I'm not gonna do it, you know. But I feel like I talked a lot about myself. That's because, like I said, this is a lot and nobody's watching. Um, I talked a lot about myself, but I really want to like see what other people think, engage other people in this kind of discussion, you know. Like I said, this happens to men and to women, you know. And I'm just I feel like I like let something off my chest because I get really frustrated to the point where people are looking at me like I'm a psycho. It's only because I have so many ambitions and goals in my mind that I want to get done. And then every time I come together as a team, it's like I be feeling like people want to do it, but then they want to do it, but they don't want me to. Like I keep finding people who's like they want to do it, but they don't want me to do it. So then I have to distance myself. I've been in that situation like, more than 4 times in the past couple years. So I just kind of been like, I'm just gonna roll by myself until God sends me my tribe because I can't. I can't. Mm. Yeah, I'm just roll by myself till God sends me my tribe, and that is where I'm at right now. But I felt like that was like a little thing to get off my chest. Like I said, if anybody ever watches this, Let me know you what you think. Have you dealt with anything like this? And if you did, what did you do to deal with it? And like I said relationships. It could be your significant other, it could be your boss, it could be somebody you perceive to be your best friend that you're going through stuff like this with. And sometimes it happens. And sometimes you gotta take your season of isolation so you can reevaluate when things like that happen. I think that's where I'm at now. God's putting me in my season of isolation so I can reevaluate some things. Because I know what I ultimately want in my life and I know what I don't want. You know, I just feel like there are a lot of, I don't even know what to call it. There are a lot of distractions, that's what I'm looking for. There are a lot of distractions in this life, and they will come your way, and people will purposely be a distraction because they want to have you in a certain position. Like, if you have a person that's like a Debbie Downer in your life, and they're always coming around dumping out all their problems on you, and then you guys get into this Debbie Downer depression session. And then all of a sudden, one day, you have a glow up and you're happy and you're glowing and you're shining and you're energized and just ecstatic. And then you're around this person who always got the Debbie Downer tales and want somebody to come have a depression session with them. And you're like, no, I'm good. I feel ecstatic. And then they get mad at you and they try to sabotage you, tell you you're doing too much, all stuff. That's because they want somebody to be sitting here with them like, oh, you're right. Everything sucks. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shouldn't you try? Yeah, shouldn't you? Fuck that. Got time for that shit. And before I used to really hold myself back, and I'm working myself out of that, holding myself back to make other people comfortable. And that's another thing I feel like ambitious men and women might find themselves doing. Hearts out to you if you ever had to do this. Hold yourself back because you're ambitious and the people around you feel threatened that you're ambitious. And then they try everything in their power to make you uncomfortable so you're not that same ambitious person. So they can come around you because when you're that ambitious and you're that happy and you're that thriving and your energy is like there, like bitch, I'm on top of the world, that makes them feel some kind of way because they don't feel like that, and that's not your problem. Like, you could my thing is you can motivate somebody all day, but if they wanna be down in the dumps in a depression session, anger, danger, or whatever the fuck, let them do them and distance yourself. You got time to be eating away at your own energy. I'm saying this because I've done this to myself for so many times, eating away at my own energy just so I can make the people around me happy and comfortable because they're uncomfortable when I'm ecstatic and I feel like I'm thriving and I feel like I'm on top of the world. They become uncomfortable and they start to attack it. You shouldn't be around people like that. I cut all the people that had me feeling like that. All the people that had me feeling like that, big chop right out my life. Right out my life. So and it helped. I feel so much better. I feel like sometimes I be lonely, but even when I'm alone, I be laughing so much more since I cut out like people that are anger danger or depression session. Since I cut that out of my life, I be waking up laughing. I wake up smiling. I wake up so happy all the time. Like, I love feeling like this, you know? And I realize I just haven't been around people who's matching my energy. Usually those people tell me, "Oh my gosh, you're crazy," or "Oh my gosh, you're doing too much. Oh my gosh, you need to tone it down." Like, "Oh my gosh, why you always gotta do the most?" Da, 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 right? But that's who I am. I do the most. Like, I'm not saying do it the most in a dramatic way where it's like, "Oh, why she gotta do the most, start problems." It's just my energy does the most. It's up here. Like, I could, like, if I'm like feeling it, like, I'll be bouncing all over the place. And that's just because I'm excited by living life. Excited by living life. I don't even have to have nobody around me. Just as long as I do things that I feel comfortable with, things that make me feel blessed, things that make me feel happy, things that make me feel energized, things that make me feel like, yes, bitch, yes. All right. So what about y'all? Like, y'all ever find that thing that make you feel like, I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I know this shit is for me. You know? If you find that thing and then you got people around you talk about, you know what? Take that shit from you. No matter who they are to you in your life. And that might seem harsh, but at the end of the day, trust me, you'll be happier for it because your your significant other doesn't have to live your life. Your boss don't gotta live your life. Your mama, your daddy, your cousin, sister, uncle, brother, they don't have to live your life. You gotta live your life. And at the end of the day, you did some shit to make them happy. And then all of a sudden you getting upset because they're complaining and not happy about it. And then you're even more mad because you're upset because you acquiesced. But the biggest reason you're upset is because you went against something that made you feel ecstatic for something to please somebody that it doesn't even please. So at the end of the day, choose your own happiness, even if it makes people upset, because they're not gonna sit here and make you happy unless that's something that you chose because they make you happy, you know? So I feel like I went on. You guys think about everything I just said, you know? Have you ever dealt with any of these experiences? Are you an ambitious person or you just want to be successful and you what you have to do in order to make it happen without cheating or because you put in the hard work. If you're that type of person, this video is for you. If you're that type of person, you put in the hard work, you're ambitious, and you had to do a big chop in your life because the people around you didn't understand your ambition and energy or your drive for success. They didn't understand that. This is for you, you know? This is for you. Sometimes the biggest hindrance is yourself, you know? Yeah, people around you do it, but if you allow it to work, it's yourself. I've had myself to blame for so many different things for sitting here listening to other people because and it was like I spent so much time trying to make everybody around me comfortable and happy, but come to realize I was the biggest unhappy. I was the most uncomfortable. Spent all the time trying to make everybody comfortable, but come to realize I was never comfortable at all, you know? And I've been that spoke to me because I've been there, you know? Going hard to make everybody around you happy, but meanwhile y- make everybody comfortable. Try and make everybody feel this is all PC, politically correct. Try and make everybody happy. But at the end of the day, you're the one that's upset. You're the one that's uncomfortable. People sitting here like, what's wrong with you? And it's like, I feel like I sacrificed a piece of myself to make sure you guys are fucking okay. Can't do that. You can't do that to yourself because that's what it feels like. Don't cheat yourself just because of how other people feel. Yeah, they'll be upset about it, but when it starts to pay off because you love it, they'll be the first ones in your face, like, "Hey, I'm sorry about everything I said, and maybe we should link up. And I need." So at the end of the day, make mother. I'm like, somebody's wife, so you gotta make sure that they're okay. Oh, it's somebody's mama. You gotta make sure that they're okay. They succeed. Like you want shit to do, like yeah, you can do it, but make sure everybody's okay first. And then after everybody's okay, you're just like, I'm exhausted. I have no energy left for myself, and I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. I feel like a lot of new moms go through that. Like I'm not anybody's mother, just to put that out there. I'm nobody's mother. I'm an auntie, but I'm not a mom. I'm a titi, no mama. So yeah, but yeah. With that being said, I think that's all I have to put. Let me know what you feel in the comments. If you like this, you can like this video. If you want to share it, you can share. If you want to subscribe to me, go on do that. Hey, we could be lit together. You could send me a message, ask me anything you want me to talk about. I, if you want me to sing a song, if you want me to do a certain type of skit, all that, got you. All right. And then if this is the first time you ever seen anything from me, go check out my videos and my reels and my clips and my musics, my musics and stuff. So with that being said, deuces, pies, bye. See you on the flip side.